Let's start.
Let me start.
Okay. Guys, since we're waiting for other people to join us, let's start with organizational moment, because for the master class we will need a document, and I will share the link now so you can download it. Okay, it's a worksheet. Here it is. Wait, to everyone. Just a second. To everyone. So please download it. So you're ready for the meeting.
All right. While we're waiting, I encourage everybody to forward on the invitation to their friends and colleagues, etc., to spread the good word about Toastmasters, and especially to give Rochelle a full audience here tonight. She's spent a lot of time preparing for this presentation. So I think, Madam President, we're ready to go.
Yes, we are ready. Okay, welcome to our Toastmaster meeting. And today we have a special meeting. Today we have a Toastmaster communicating with integrity, mastering the benefits of Toastmasters, leading by our experienced member, Rochelle Rice. I know most of you, and I'm glad that you find time to join our meeting. Please mute yourself when you are not speaking, and don't hesitate if you like, share virtual emotions or write to the Zoom chat. And now I pass the floor our charming lady and energetic Toastmaster of the evening, Anna Stotska. Anna, stage is yours.
Thank you, Lyubov, and welcome everyone, dear friends. As Lyubov said, today we have a special meeting. Today, our valued member, Rochelle Rice, has prepared for us a master class. Rochelle has over 20 years of Toastmasters experience. She is an accredited speaker, and moreover, on this year's International Toastmasters Convention, she will hold a round table with the world champions of public speaking. Can you imagine? She will talk directly to people who gained the top Toastmasters award. She will be able to directly ask them her questions. Incredible. And today, for us, Rochelle will conduct a master class on communication mastery. But first things first. No meeting is possible without our technical team. Let's start with the base of our team with grammarian Tanya Litvinyuk. Please explain us your duties.
Hello, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, it's my responsibility today to pay attention to the speakers, to listening carefully to the language usage. I'll take note of some misuse of the language, also about some outstanding words, phrases, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. Also, as a grammarian, it's my duty to introduce the word of the day today. And this word of the day, just a second, it's It's a revelation. Revelation means a surprising and previously unknown fact that has been disclosed to the others. For example, this newspaper revelation made a lot of shock to the audience. So you are very much encouraged to use the word of the day. And at the end of the meeting, I will provide the grammarian report and also the report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you, and back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Tatiana. And we all kind of need like to, get rid of those, pause fillers. And today we have an unusual person to help us with that. Alexei Aleynikov, please share with us your role. Welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know how important is speak easily, freely, and reproachable. And I hope that today you will really reveal your revelation to speak clearly and absolutely impeccable in your speeches without any crutch words, without But in case if it is so difficult for you, just feel free and speak just how you want. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alexei. And our last but not the least important role for today is our traffic lights person, our timer. Please, Lyubov, explain us your role.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. It's me, and I'm a timer today. And my duty today is keep track on time. We have today a special meeting, as I said and Anna said before. For masterclass, we have time limits. After 15 minutes, I will show background green. After 16 minutes, I will show yellow background. And after 17 minutes, I will show red background. And then we will have 3 minutes for discussion. And for table topic session, I will have also speaker should no speak more than 2 minutes, and I will also switch on different colors. After 1 minute, I will show green background. After 1 minute and 30 seconds, yellow, and after 2 minutes, I will show you red background. And for and for evaluation, we have also time limits no more than 3 minutes. So I also will show you different background. After I forgot. After 2 minutes, I will show you green card. After 2 minutes and 30, I will show yellow background, and after 3 minutes, I will show you red background. And at the end of the meeting, I will share you my report. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Lyubov. Friends, I remind you to check this link and to upload the document. And the moment for the revelation. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Our incredible, charismatic, smart, talented, sexy, our amazing Rochelle Rice. Communication with integrity, mastering the benefits of Toastmasters. Welcome, Rochelle.
The director of the jazz dance company pulled me out of rehearsal. And as we sat in the waiting room, she looked right at me and she said, "Lose the weight or lose the part." As far as she was concerned, I was too heavy to continue with the solo for the upcoming performance in the week ahead. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Thank you for joining me today, Communicating with Integrity. Integrity, the state of being honest and having strong moral principles, but also being whole and undivided. I'm super excited to share with you today, and I hope you'll follow along on the worksheet that I provided for you. And we're going to talk about the top 3 skills that you can employ today, your personal story, which I'll come back around to the one I was telling, and why it's crucial for you to become a powerful communicator today. So let's begin. When we talk about the top 3 skills, what I would like to see us happen is for people to be a little more curious, a little more creative, a little more daring, to try these skills immediately in your Toastmasters or even in your daily life. But maybe you want to try a few of them with trusted friends first. Let's talk about body gestures. Now, for me, this is one of my most favorite topics because as a jazz dancer, it came very, very naturally for me. I was a dancer, I knew how to talk, and Toastmasters put them together for me. But in getting ready for this upcoming event at the Toastmasters convention, I took a look at the 3 champions and their winning speeches. And there was Ramona Smith. She entered on stage like a boxer talking about. And I was drawn in because here she was, already into her body gestures, talking about still standing. And then she took a moment and boom, she threw down the towel because it was a knockout ring and went 1, 2, 3 knockouts and made her points like that. I was so blown away by her ability to use her body language. In fact, when I was speaking with her on the phone, I said, oh, you must be a dancer. Oh, you must do Pilates. Oh, you must do something. She said, no, this is just who I am and what I wanted to do. And I said, that was integrity. Because every cell in her body lined up with that boxing moment. And I was amazed at how authentic it was to see. Now, you don't have to get out here and box on our Zoom screen, but I do invite you to try to stretch a little bit more when you're with us. Because why? When we're with Toastmasters, we're with friends. So try a few body gestures. Try maybe to find your signature move. Right? Maybe find something that works for you, but be bold and courageous and curious to try the body language here with us. The next is the vocal variety. And when I looked at Mark Brown, who many of you may know, he was the 1995 world champion. We have a little bit of a joke because the newest world champion wasn't born when Mark Brown won. So Mark is delivering, he's this very tall, very vibrant man, and he gets up there and sings, we don't like what we don't understand. In fact, it scares us. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't know if I could ever sing, but I just did. So it's just something that if it feels silly, then just give it a try. I don't expect leaders of every company and corporation that you work with to get up there and start singing away. But imagine if there was a moment to sing your anthem. For some reason in the moment, you rise to that occasion and offer up the anthem and people join you. The power behind vocal variety is really outstanding. So while you're here with us, try using some vocal variety, as uncomfortable as you feel, but stretch yourself and feel that. And then the third thing is the power, the use of the pause. Now, Cyril was last year's winner of the World Champion of Public Speaking. He came out on stage, he was introduced, he turned and he thanked the woman who introduced him, and then fellow Toastmasters. 5 seconds he waited. And what happened? I was there live. We all leaned in. We all wanted to say and listen to what did he have to say. And his speech, Ndini, was the winner of the 2022 World Championship. I'd never seen a pause or experienced a pause that long. In fact, it was almost a little uncomfortable because I thought, let me see if I can try that someday. Standing here with you and counting those 5 seconds was like, wow, is this ever going to end? But try it and see how we all lean in. Those of you that may be working, leading teams, a power pause, something like that, will have everyone on the Zoom screen lifting their heads and wondering what happened to him or her. The truth is, you just commanded the room back, even the Zoom room. So body gestures, vocal variety, and the pause. 3 things that will help with the integrity of who you are as a speaker. Now, on the worksheet, the second thing that I talked about was personal story. And Alexi does I have learned so much from Alexi in the last year about story that I'm a little concerned that I don't have him co-teaching this with me. But here we go. What I wanted to offer to you today was 2 adjectives and a noun. Adjective, adjective, noun to describe your story. Now, I know many of you have a bazillion, that means many, a bazillion stories. But if you could put together 2 adjectives and a noun, what would that be? So for me, and I think some of you know the story, bulimic, I suffered with an eating disorder, bulimic jazz dancer. Right? That's basically my story. If you could put your story together, right, in 3 words, adjective, adjective, noun, go ahead and pop it into the chat and let me know what would you, and it could be one part of your life, it could be part of where you are today, it can be that you're a mother, it can be that you're an immigrant, it can be that whatever your story is today, but see if you can follow the formula, adjective, adjective, noun. A few weeks ago, Alexi gave a story talking about when he went to the camp as a young kid and then came back later as an adult. So I gave Alexi young, curious camper, and I'll show you how I use that. So I'm not seeing the chat light up, and if you can, just give me a couple of your adjective, adjectives, nouns, or you could come off of mute and tell me if you'd like, that's fine. But let me continue on with how this application goes. Story, as we know, is incredibly powerful.
I will probably.
Thank you, Adam. I see. Thank you.
Do you want?
Anna, did you ask me a question? No. Okay. I see them now.
No. I just, in case you need any help. Okay.
Okay, great. Got it. These are terrific, right? Anxious, creative queen, happy, organized dog lover. Love it. Strong, curious man. Perfect. Okay, terrific. When you have that, this is just a foundation for one of your stories. And the reason is, as speakers, we say, what do I talk about? How do I do this? Where do I start? When you could start with a story like that as the formula for the beginning of your presentation, it not only informs you who you are, but it also allows you to inform the audience or the team or the family member that you are communicating with. Remember, it's about integrity. So if you stand there and start talking, but you've got nothing lining up, meaning you're not true to yourself, you're not true to your story, you're not delivering it with integrity, then the person receiving the information says, something's not right here. But as a bulimic jazz dancer, for example, the way I tie it into story is this has given me the gift of letting go of perfection and recognizing the talent that's on the outside of the room. As a professional speaker leading teams, I've let go of the perfection and recognize or identify the talent that's on the outside of the room, on the edges of the room. The people on the edges of the room, whether they are the ones not speaking on Zoom, very quiet, or in a physical room, they might be truly sitting way far away from the center of the group, are the ones that I find have an enormous amount of talent as well. But because they're not extroverts and outgoing like the rest of us, they tend to stay quiet on the sides. If I use Alexi's example of young, curious camper and fast forwarded to he came back and realized that now he was the adult watching these campers, To me, what he's learned is I need to stay curious, either with the team that I lead, stay curious, and stay open to the full circle of life. Meaning, I know where he knows where he is, and perhaps the team that he's leading may need to understand life in a full circle. See if you can take a moment and in your piece of paper there, how to apply it, if that made sense. And if you have any questions on that, let me know. Because part of it for me was, it's great to have a story, and we teach about a call to action at the end, right? A call to action on the end of, so as what is it? How do you drop the professionalism, let's say, perfectionism, I apologize. But using this as a foundation, not only for giving your stories and speeches here at Toastmasters, but also, right, for delivering if you are a leader of a team, if you are involved in some organization in your town, or you're helping right now with things that are happening in your country. Tap into who you are, what your story is, and then do the application in a way that is truly filled with integrity for you. Lastly, why is it crucial for you to become a powerful communicator? Since I became part of joining you a little over a year ago, I was taken by the resilience, by the honesty, by the integrity of the members of this club. As an American over here watching everything that's going on, I knew I was truly getting an experience being with all of you and hearing your stories. The world today is lacking truth. And each of you, to rise to speak your truth, is a gift to this world that's hurting so much. You see the political nightmare going on over here in the United States. We see the crazy political nightmare going on over there. But it's up to us, leaders with integrity, to use our words, to use our gestures, to use our pauses and body language to truly communicate effectively. I will tell you, for the first time in my life, for the first time ever in my life, I'm very concerned for this country, for my country. But I continue to speak with integrity because there's too many words and too many leaders that are not standing up. And perhaps you've seen the same in your country or your teams or your leadership as well. The most important thing about being a confident communicator with integrity is that it builds and maintains strong relationships. I have felt this here with all of you. I have shared your stories with people in my club and people in my country. And I continue to listen actively to each of you when you tell your story. Lose the weight or lose the part. I stopped eating, dropped the weight, and went on to dance that solo. But deep down inside, I knew that if I didn't begin to trust myself, my health, my well-being, I would never, ever be happy. I've spent a lifetime working to heal and build that trust within myself, to truly make sure that every word that comes out of my mouth is honest to not only you, but to me as well. Fellow Toastmasters, I urge you to step up and communicate with integrity. Master these benefits of Toastmasters, stay curious, and above all, speak with integrity. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Rochelle, for such a impressive speech. And have a question. In your personal life, how do you apply this your the trio about bulimic jazz dancer? Do you teach any other young dancers on how to respect their body, or how do you then apply it?
That's a great question. So I am still dancing for myself now, for my joy. I do not teach dancers to respect their body, but I am working with women in leadership. And in particular, I enjoy working with women, international women, because I believe we are all one. And so when I speak with women in leadership, it is about trusting the wisdom of their bodies, of her body. So not only does she become confident in herself, but able to be better decision making and a stronger sense of self-esteem. I think too often women, and I love working with women because of my years of experience with that. I think too often we look externally, and this is not just women, men too can look externally for the answers, when the truth is we need to stay back inside.
Thank you, Rochelle. And I encourage our fellows, the participants, to ask their questions. And if you would like, we can even try to do some example to fill up the worksheet for someone. I see Alexei is raising his hand.
Yeah, Rochelle, I must admit I adore you, and I just need one advice from you. How connect the personal story and the story that you are going to reveal in your speech? Because my opinion, it's one of the most important skill for every speaker in our community. Thank you so much.
So the question was, how do I take my story and tie it into the speech?
Not only you, what would you recommend for everyone? How
Right.
to connect your personal story and
Yeah.
real speech? Yeah.
So when I go back to my personal story about being a bulimic jazz dancer, I don't have to go into every speech, and what we say is air my dirty laundry, right? I don't have to say everything that's gone on yucky in my life. That's air dirty laundry. Does that understand? You understand what I'm saying about air dirty laundry? Kinda. Dennis, can you help me with something? Okay, great. All right. I asked Alexei and Dennis to help me if I wasn't landing it culturally. So I was like, all right, I don't need to go in and spill my guts to everything. But for me, I could with you today because I feel comfortable having been with you all for over a year now. However, when I hold that of my bulimic jazz dancer, when I hold that, I can still tell the story a little bit without talking so deeply. And then what I'm doing is I am working it toward the audience that I'm speaking for. So if it's a women's and leadership group, they will definitely, in my opinion, they will definitely resonate with never being thin enough, never being good enough, never being pretty enough. That's how that all goes together. All right. If I'm talking to a leadership group, let's just say that in corporate America, right, I would change my story. I would hold my story to a place of understanding from leadership, right, that we can drop perfection and look instead to the people who may not look perfect to us. Because the people who look perfect tend to always be right in our sight. But the people who are not perfect, don't feel perfect, feel left out. There's a lot of gold in those people. And there's a lot of resources from those people. So Alexei, did that help? Did I put it towards women in leadership? And then if I was talking in corporate America, did that help? All right. Because you make me sweat because I get nervous that I'm doing it right for you. The king of story. Let me ask
a question. Yes, I have
a
question for you, Rochelle. When you give this speech to business organizations, to organizations that are driven by profit, how do you wrap your kind of arts and culture story into a numbers and zeros and performance story?
That was perfect. Thank you. I am the artsy, a little bit more soft touch, creative person. what I back it up with is data that shows increased confidence means there's a chance of promotion. Better decision making shows strength in leadership, and therefore poor decisions aren't being made because someone's insecure. Stronger decisions are being made to drive the profit, let's say, of the business. So those are two ways that I go with that. And then I'm trying to match up with what is their problem? Why have I been asked to speak to this group? Right? What is the problem that's going on? And am I the right fit? So some of it may also go into health and wellness, that if the people are strong and healthy and trust within themselves, will that lower the costs of health insurance for the company? And what is the information that backs that up when it comes to being body mind connected, that type of thing? Did that answer the question, Dennis? It was a great one. Thank you.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, my friends, I have a question for you then. This is a speech that I am trying to share internationally at different districts in Toastmasters also. So I would like to know, I asked Dennis and Alexei, culturally, am I making the bridge culturally, or am I too much in an American space? Okay, ahead, Dunya.
Personally, well, I might not differentiate some things, but I do think that there is no big gap. Certain things you explain because that's your background, and I believe that if you remove that, it's going to be in a way less authentic. As much as this word is a bit overused, but I believe this is also should be still part of your speech.
Thank you. Alexei?
I also would like to add, oh, sorry, I didn't see the hand of Alexei.
Go ahead,
So just what I wanted to say, that I think we are not so different with Americans. So yes, for me it resonate really. Thank you.
Thank you. Alexei?
Rochelle, I just want to add that you shouldn't be worried about the difference of our cultures, because deeply inside us, we are a young nation too, and we are still in the process of, creating ourselves. And that's your speech, your recommendation absolutely resonate with our culture. There is no cultural or mental gap between our minds. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that feedback, all of you. And I hope you found today helpful. And I look forward to each of you kind of stretching a little bit more, because we're friends here, right? This is the place to try something out. So if you feel like singing or standing up and trying some crazy vocal variety, or if you want to back up and come forward and be like, hey, I'm here today, just be fun with it. We'll still love you at the end of your speech. But keep tuning into your job, your foundation. Your story, your foundation. That's not that you have to bring that every single time of who you are to like I said, air dirty laundry. But in my case, I'm saying, but this informs who you are, and therefore informs other people as well, by being, one within yourself, whole and undivided. Anything else? Thank you all for putting all of your things in the chat. I'm going to go through and take a look. It was really fun to see your stories, or your adjective, noun. I really, really appreciated that. Any other questions, comments?
Yeah, can I ask one more thing? I would like some, since you're a trainer and a dancer, I would like a practical advice. For example, something really small exercise, since we are talking about sincerity of our body language, and sometimes it's difficult to feel free to release it. So do you have some tip on how to free your gestures right before your speech? Something that you can do really quick.
That's a great one. Thank you. My favorite is this. You open your arms up wide, you open your legs up very wide, and you take up all four corners of your Zoom screen, and you just stand there and think, oh my gosh, I am amazing. It helps to stand up and do your legs too in a wide, so you get a nice big X across. I am amazing. So the body is saying it, everything resonates within you. And I can see the smiles on your faces even further back, which is really the most fun ever. So I would recommend that as a beginning one, just to have you open your body, open your breath, open your heart. Thank you for that question, Anna.
Thanks to you, Rochelle. And now we will let you. Who is
That's
Dennis,
me. I want to add just a short note, a cultural note for Rochelle's big stretch. There's an almost identical scene in Ted Lasso when I can't remember the character's name, but the owner of the company, Miss Waddingham, that's whatever. She's a big woman, big beautiful woman, and her gesture when she was in doubt, when she had to prepare herself, was to and she would do almost the identical stretching monster, I am big and strong and scary and powerful move. So I recognize that immediately from a different cultural reference. Sorry.
well, that was terrific. I try not to be scary. I try to be a little more inclusive and embrace it. But I get your point. Thank you so much. I thank Madam Toastmaster. Thank you very much. I thank each of you for the opportunity to share this information with you today. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll be excited to watch you and cheer you on all the way in your speeches. Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Rochelle, and a round of applause for you for such an incredible speech. And dear fellows, I didn't ask it for no reason. Why do we need this move? I encourage every one of you to do it right now, to raise your hands, to put your legs wide, and now, oh, Adam, I do understand you're outside and you can do it, but it would be weird. But everyone else, please, because right now we are preparing for the table topic session, and you will definitely need this skill. So I'm inviting to this stage our table topic master, Dunya Daniels. Dunya, the stage is all yours. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy that we're here all together. And thank you so much, Rochelle, for your speech. I think we all have gained a little bit more wisdom at this point. And thank you also for giving back this way. I would like to say first what to expect, just for everyone to be on the same page. At the table topic session, we are basically thinking on our feet. And today we're also going to try to combine it with a certain information that we've learned from our speaker. And this way, you're going to provide an answer to the question that you don't know about, you know nothing about what to expect. And your answer is going to be limited to 2 minutes. It's best to have a structure, such as having the beginning of the speech, the body, and to have a conclusion. As you've realized already, the best way to do it in a way to have a story flow is to have a personal story, and also use the word revelation. So today we're going to reveal a few stories, we're going to reveal a few smiles, we're going to reveal maybe a few heartwarming moments. Now, I would like to do it in a roulette format. I'm always excited by the fact when person says the number first and then I ask the question, because otherwise it feels like I'm back to university on Zoom call and I'm just being the tutor asking a random question and everyone's just so tense. Now, let's see. I would like to say I have 9 questions at this point. So we have. Okay, someone we're not touching today. Do we have maybe volunteers? I'm going to ask that first, and then I'm going to pick victims. Not really? Okay, good. Now, I'm going to ask Michael. You're here?
Yes, I am.
Hi, nice to see you.
Everyone.
Michael,
Hi,
please
Daniel.
pick a number from 1 to 9.
Cloud number 9.
No, 9. Good.
Yes.
Actually, this might be relevant to you in the future. Hopefully not, but still, as you're a very much workaholic, from what I understand. Keep in mind, communicate with integrity. Use the body, vocal variety, and pauses as much as you can. Now, the situation is such. You are about to get a promotion and that you've been wanting to get for a while. The thing is that you know that your competition is more competent than you. Now, how would you put yourself out there and communicate with integrity to make sure that you get that promotion?
I know that I may not have the whole skill set that you're looking for this job, but I can tell you that I'm really motivated to take on, because I was dreaming for this position for about 2 years, and I know that I can really add value to the company, and I'm ready to work beyond the work schedules, take on extra shifts, just to prove you that I'm worthy, and that you will not regret by choosing me. And I promise that I will be able to cover all these missing things that you do need for these jobs in terms of skill set in the first 3 to 4 months. I have that experience in the past. I've been doing several courses during my work. For example, at one of my previous work, I was working as a project manager, managing a very big project, but I didn't have a certification of a PMP for that. But I managed to do that PMP during that whole year. And what I want to say to you that I'm really confident that I will be able to close all these gaps, and just to prove you that I'm the best one for this job. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a plot to this acting. This is actually something I was aiming for you guys to go and just dive into it. As Rochelle was telling, you have to kind of involve your whole soul, basically, your act, your voice, your intention. Thank you, Michael.
Dunya, I think I took the spot of Adam Biankowski because his hand was raised, but I was so tempted to dive in, so maybe he should be your next one. Yeah.
I was about to ask you, Adam, because I saw you smile, so I figured, here, that's a good reaction. At least you know that you want to answer. Now, please, Adam, from 1 to 8.
7, please.
7. Okay. This one is a bit tricky because I'm curious how you're going to approach it in terms of integrity. What's the stretch here? A child at the age of 10 asks you, why did Santa this year and Santa last year look very different? How would you approach the situation?
Could you repeat the question because it's crowded a little bit?
Sorry, the cat scared me. Of course. Why is the Santa this year different from the Santa from last year? You're asked this by a 10-year-old child. How would you reply?
Okay. This is a really very tricky question, my child, because you need to hear the story behind every Christmas Santa every year. The story has long tradition. First, there was stereotypical Santa Claus, and it was the symbol, the sign for kids, and you can see him on every postcard, every Coca-Cola truck, and every advertisement. This is our pre-Santa symbol. But Santa is very complex concept for you, and you are too young to understand. Oh, kids. Sorry. And every year, the Santa changes a little bit because he don't want to be recognized in nowadays modern society, which follows you when the government follows every one of us. And this is why you should take care about your privacy, like Santa did. And don't ask me difficult questions before the Christmas. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I really like the way you added some creativity there. You basically took the real facts and made them a bit more movie-like. Let's just put it this way. Thank you very much, Adam, and thank you for your creativity with the answer. I'm pretty sure the child would stop asking you questions like that afterwards. Now, I would like to remind that it would be nice to also use the word of the day in the future, revelation. Say, it will be a revelation for you to find out who the real Santa is. And next person I would like to ask would be, we had Sudeep. Would you like to participate? Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay.
Am I audible?
Okay, hello.
Yeah, Sudeep here. I hope you have asked me.
Great, Sudeep. Would you be able to participate?
Yeah, sure, I'm there. Please let me know if I'm audible and visible.
Awesome. Can see you now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So please choose a number from 1 to 8, but not 7.
Okay, I will go with the 1.
1. Are you a Harry Potter fan by chance?
Not yet. No.
Okay, well, let's still try it out. Let's see how imagination goes. Nevertheless, it's a magical world. Imagine you're in the movie or in the book, and you have a professor from whom you need to get very important information about a villain whose aim is to kill you. Voldemort wanted to kill Harry Potter. So you need to find from that professor information that can help you battle your enemy. So how would you approach convincing someone who doesn't want to help you? You can create any story you want.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Table Topping Master. So it's a great. So my professor, who is one of the person who always helps the people whenever there is some sort of great need, where the people are not able to solve their problem quickly, or the people are not able to help themselves, then the professor came into the picture. So when I actually offered my professor that I need some help because there is one of my friend who is actually in danger and he needs help because someone once tried to kill him, and I want to know that who that person is so that I can help him. But I don't know that actually the professor also don't do it. Professor actually knows that person name, and he was actually trying to do something from his end to protect my friend. But as for the sake of my friendshipness, for the sake of the being a good friend of my friend, I tried to protect myself first. Then I asked my professor to do it later. So I approached again and again, but the professor keep telling me that I am there for all of you. You don't need to come to me again and again because I am there. You are my child to us because you are away from your host, your parent, you are away from all your siblings, and also let me take care of this thing. But I keep insisting my professor to help me on this case so that I can also learn something, that how we can find those people, how we can actually stop those people, because those people are actually, we can say, they're injurious to our society. They're not good for the people who they, and also they cannot be into the hostel that we are living, because they can be dangerous to anyone. Currently, they are dangerous to my friend. In the future itself, they can dangerous to myself, even my other friends also. So laterly, when I approach my professor 100, not count 100, 200 times, then he actually taking me with him and help me to solve that case, that who is that actual person. It's actually not a person itself. It's some kind of thing that my friend actually was afraid of, and he thinks himself that he was actually be killed by that thing itself. So it's not a actual person, but it's a hallucinated thing which my friend actually thinks that it's a kind of thing that it will kill him in future. So overall, we find out that it's all about a dream, not a real killer, just about a dream. So my dear friends, whenever you see any sort of bad dreams, don't take it seriously, because maybe it will ruin your day and also the day of others ones. Thank you so much, and over to you, most.
That was such a twist. It was first a mix of Harry Potter and Die Hard, and then it became some sort of Avatar. Thank you so much for your creativity, and also I love how you mentioned friendship here together. Now we have questions 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, so quite a bit. Now I would like to ask Anna Storozenko. Is that right? If you're here, Storozenko.
Yeah, that's right. Hello.
Good to see you. So could you please choose the numbers from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8?
8.
8. Okay. Let's take 8. Let's see how you'll handle this. I thought this is going to be aimed towards a man, but this is very interesting.
I can change my choice.
Let's start over. Your spouse spent some money on something that you don't really like. You don't want to see it. You're okay with them having it or buying it, but you don't want to see it. How are you going to tell him or about this fact by maintaining your integrity and maintaining your relationship?
Oh, it's a very interesting question. I'll try. I can say it's great that you want this. It's really great. But you know, I don't want this. Don't be unhappy or don't have any bad feelings, but I don't want to see it. Sorry for that. You can do whatever you want. I can buy you that you want, but I don't want this one. Sorry. It's my choice that I can tell.
At least you provided a solution to get something else. Thank you very much.
I tried.
You tried. It's always tricky, and compromise is almost a fake terminology. Any husband will know that. Now, moving to our next question, I would like to invite Aloysius, if I'm pronouncing correctly, Raj.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Hi, Table Topic Master.
Great, thank you for unmuting yourself. Could you please choose from numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Could have
5.
5. Okay. Let me go and see what's number 5. Number 5. Okay. You are the first person to talk to extraterrestrial beings. So UFO, whatever you think they are or don't think they are, come here to this world and they ask you, how do you describe humanity? How would you describe humanity? And you have to be honest in this situation. How would you tell them? How would you describe the humanity?
I am Groot, my favorite Marvel character from Disney. There's just a one-liner which keeps on repeating itself. It just says, "I am Groot," but it means a lot of things. First, I would like to get in a interaction with Groot and maybe become friends with it. Now I have the ability to talk with an extraterrestrial. Can be anything, Guardians of the Galaxy or anyone. And Groot, when I see Groot, I see the epitome of kindness, companionship, brotherhood, family. There's so much that I can learn from Groot that humans can evolve. What I can share with Groot about humanity is the revelation I see is that we are fallen people. We make mistakes. We go through so much of adversity, but at the end of the day, we don't lose hope. We have faith in ourselves. That no matter what, no matter how hard life can get, we will just never ever give up. That's what I will say to Groot or any alien that I will meet. That's what we are. We fall 10,000 times, 20,000 times, unlimited times. But the love in our heart, or any human being, any friend who are there with us during our tough times. It can be our parents, it can be our loved ones, our friends. It's the relationship like that which keeps us going and growing. I'm pretty sure that Groot will accept me as its own family, and I will also accept Groot as my pet or my dear friend. I'm pretty sure the true essence of relationship, any relationship, can be an alien or a human being or someone we hate or our own enemies, is that we give them, we love them, we give them the uh, true authentic love that we have, so that our life can be fulfilled, and that's the purpose of our life, to truly love. Over to your table topic, man.
Thank you very much. I think when people heard Groot, everyone got a bit excited. And you do sound like a salesman. You almost didn't answer the question, but you did. That's impressive. Thank you very much for your creative answer. And I think since we're on time, and I asked pretty much people who were out of roles, we can proceed further on with the agenda. I'm very grateful for your input. I'm very grateful for your creativity, because I was slightly afraid that this is going to be very difficult. But again, no doubts, people here have very open minds, and you can literally create something from nothing. And that is beautiful. Thank you so much for your input.
Thank you, Dunya, for such a creative session. And I have a question for you too. You risked to write to chat, but you would be an anxious creative queen. Seriously, I would like to know what's behind that.
Behind that is a cat who scared the crap out of me. Oh, I gave him food. Okay, behind that is a person trying to adapt, a person trying to find safety, stability, and a mix of insecurities and self-reflection and work, a lot of tears, a lot of conversations, a lot of warmer relationships with people who matter. And this way, it's a mix of that and also good things that are forming and going to be even more vivid, because I mean, it's important to work on yourself, but it's also important to be part of the community, to serve back. Thank you so much. And I will, if you want, I can send the other, if you want, I can send the other questions to the chat just for future.
Just to reflect on them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Dunya, please do. And thank you for your reply, just like a bit of every one of us. And so if you're looking for the personal growth, like we all do, you must get ready for the critics. And the main critic today is our tabletop evaluator, Dennis, right? Welcome on the stage.
Thank you, Madam Table Topics, Anna. It's been fun this evening, and I want to thank Dunya for preparing for this session. Table topics can be a lot of things, and one of the things I really want to point out is, and this is not just for Dunya, but for anybody who is a table topic master in the future, the use of the word victim or choosing a victim is quite alarming. It's scary, especially for people who are new to Toastmasters. This idea that they're being chosen to be punished is what I hear when someone says, my next victim is, or who's the first victim. That's something I really want to emphasize for all members and new people included. Toastmasters is not about victimizing people. We are here to support you. And the word victim is used in fun. As you saw in this session, there's full of support. But please, for all of you future table topic masters, don't use the word victim. It has a really negative connotation. And that being said, Dunya started at 20:55. She covered the rules. She mentioned the word of the day, which is a revelation. I have a revelation, people. We are here to be saved from boring speeches. That is the revelation. I want to start it all now, right now, with Michael, who is going to get his promotion with integrity. It's a revelation, I'm telling you. He's ready to work. He's going to set timelines for success. He is PMP certified. Very good, Michael. And we heard from Adam. Why is Santa different? Oh, Santa. Papa, why is Santa different? Adam, I don't think you have kids yet. You do? You have kids? No. Okay, I was gonna say, because when you have kids, man, you want to keep them in that little bubble of mystery and joy and magic where Santa lives. So you're not going to necessarily bust that bubble too early. 10 years old, okay, maybe, but you took the story and you kept stringing it along, talking about why he doesn't want to be recognized because he's worried about his security and his privacy. Wow. I think Santa is going for a bigger brand, like the big Santa brand. But keep that in mind when you talk to another kid. And Sundeep, how to convince someone to help you. This was tough, but you came through with it, with friends helping each other. Perfect. That's what we do. That's how you help other people help you. And Anna Storos, your response was way too short. And you don't want to see something? You darn straight, girl. You're a mature woman. You're going to say what you don't want, and you're going to say what you do want, which is perfect because that's what mature people do. It's a revelation. When you get old enough, like me, really old, and old like Alexei. I mean, look at Alexei, old and me, between the two of us, we're over 100 years old. We know what we want. Mature people know what they want. You don't want to see something, you tell them. Aloysius, did I pronounce it correctly?
Aloysius.
Aloysius. All right. So Aloysius, I think you win for number one speech tonight because I am Groot. Everyone got that. I really liked your last couple of lines. The purpose of life is love. It's been a revelation tonight. Thank you everyone for being here. And back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
I'm sorry, yeah. And then I remember that it's me. Oh. Can you imagine? Thank you, Dennis. Yes. So the last and very important part of our meeting are the feedbacks of our technical team. Our grammarian is first. Tanya, please. Welcome on the stage.
Anna, you forgot that you are a Toastmaster of the evening. I forgot to follow the grammar during our today's evening. It was so great. The workshop by Rochelle, our table topic session, the evaluation done by Dennis. I just was so amazed listening to that. I made some notes, of course, but not much, to be honest. So I've put some great usage of the language, of some words, kind of impeccable, vibrant, resilient, terrific, circle of life, awesome, tricky, for the sake of, hostile, victimized, tough, mature. And I actually didn't note any misusage of the language, except for when we say something in singular form. It's not don't want, but doesn't want. So that is all for the grammarian report, and also to the part of the usage of the word of the day. I think Dennis and Dunya were actually at the same level of used the word a dozen of times. So thank you very much for using it. And also it was Anna and I think Rochelle who mentioned this word during the meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you for that great meeting. And probably Dennis is also one of the could be added to the winners of the table topic session with your great evaluation. But I will announce the winner a little bit later. Thank you, and back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you. Yeah, I remember this time. I'm Toastmaster. Thank you, Tanya. It's time for Alexei to share with us how good or bad we were. Alexei, please.
Yeah, I must confess, I'm not a good accounter. I know one genius from our country, Sergei from Odessa, and Rochelle once mentioned that she's just adorable. I have no such power, and I will send my report to our group. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alexei. And the last one, it's good that we don't pay you money, guys, because actually the work we did today was awful. And the last person for today is our timer, Lyubov. Any news?
Anna, thank you. And what can I say? I also was not keep track on time because I was a really adorable listener, Rochelle. But I don't forget about our table topic speakers. And Michael, your time was 1 minute and 20 seconds. Adam, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Sudip, more than 2 minutes. Anna, it was your first table topic session and you speak less than 1 minute, and it's normal, but good that you start. And Alois, more than 2 minutes. About our technical team, Dennis evaluated table topic. It was more than 4 minutes, but I think it's not bad. Even for you, Tanya, 1 minute and 20 seconds, and Alexei, less than 30 seconds. You was very short. And back to you, Madame Toastmaster.
Alexei, this was your shortest speech, I think. Thank you, Lyubov, for your job. And I'm not really happy to announce that ending of today's meeting. It was really great and encouraging. Thank you, Rochelle, for your preparation, for your work, for sharing with us your knowledge. Thanks for everyone for having courage to participate in table topic session. Thanks for our team. Well, next time is gonna be better. And thanks to everyone. I was glad to see you and see you next time. Back to you, Mr. President.
Madam President.
You are madam.
Okay. Thank you, Anna, and thank you everyone who joined our meeting, and special Rochelle who conduct this great masterclass and workshop. I'll send in our Zoom chat some Google form about feedback. We will try to be better in our next workshop and be prepared. And we learned a lot for today. And I encourage everyone to unmute and share your thoughts about our meeting and about our workshop. What do you think about this? Michael? Would you like?
I think it was a great meeting. really nothing to add. Dennis was gorgeous.
As usual. Tanya, I saw you raise a hand.
Yes, I first want to announce the winner of the table topic session. And this is, who do you think it could be? The pause.
Sudik.
So this is Aloysius.
Aloysius.
Sorry for probably mispronouncing your name, but good job. Thank you for your presence today.
Yeah.
And also, I do want to thank Rochelle for this great workshop today. It was very good, and for me personally, again, those advice about vocal variety and body language, I think those parts are the most difficult for me. There's something to work on, and probably I will start with practicing this gesture. So thank you very much for this meeting.
Yeah.
And if I could, Lubov, I'm just going to put in the chat the link for this weekend if anyone wants to see online the Toastmaster convention. It's $55 to join online, I believe, $55 US. So if anyone is interested, you can join on there. Otherwise, I'll see you next week when I'm back. And thank you all very much. Appreciate it. I'm proud to go. I'm very proud to go and represent you. I really, really am very proud to represent both my club here in New York and your club as well. So
we wish you good luck, Rochelle.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you one more time. And for benefits our fellow Toastmaster and guests, if you have any additional question about our club, about our education program, please approach me or our VP of Education, Tatiana Litvinuk, or about our membership, with approach with Anna Stotska, with our VP of Membership. I will send for our guests our Telegram chat, and you can join and ask us any questions. And now I announce the official part is over. And have a nice day, Rochelle, for you, and have a good evening for the rest of us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Nice job. Thank you, Tatiana, for the invitation. I appreciate it. Thank you all.
Good luck, Rochelle. Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks. Bye.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you. Lubov, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Goodbye.
You wait.
Hey, Lubov, can I ask you one more question? I'm going to ask you
Yes, yes.
I know that when the war started, the airport in Kyiv was closed. Is this still true?
Yes.
It is still
No.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes. No. Airport is still closed.
Okay. So is that so the only way in and out of the country is by train?
By train and by bus.
Oh, by bus. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that information, because I think sometimes, again, some of the things don't always, I appreciate understanding more of it. And I had looked at this online a while back and I just wondered if it was still true. So yeah, Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Rochelle.
All right. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you too.
Gosh, nice job on Groot.
Okay. Thank you and bye.
Bye.
Master Rochelle,
Okay, I
thoroughly
had a
enjoyed
question,
your
but
educational session.
Yes,
So
sir.
thank you so much for organizing this educational session. Am I pronouncing your name right? Lyubov?
Lubov, yes. You're right.
Lyubov. So I came to know of your meeting from a WhatsApp group. I think Toastmaster Tanya.
Send information.
Tanya, is she part of your club?
Yes, yes, she is a VP of Education. So if you have want to take a role on join in our meeting, you can approach Tatiana and she organize everyone.
Okay, so every week, I believe every week, Tuesday?
every Wednesday we have online meeting. The same.
Every Wednesday.
Yes, every Wednesday, the same link, the same. So you can join every Wednesday at 7:50 in the evening.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lubov. Thank you, Adam. See you guys next week.
Thank
See you
you.
around.
See you. Bye.
Yeah,
Adam?
I had a question about everyone.